Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, my apologies if the audio is a little bit off. I mean, it shouldn't be, but I am forever losing or misplacing my microphone. So, I am filming this or recording this directly into my phone. So, I mean, the audio should be fine, but I hope it sounds okay. But yeah, as you can see by the title of this video, I am going to be telling you what blessings are coming your way in the upcoming weeks. So for those of you who have never done a pick a card reading before, basically what you do is look at the screen and you see which card, your intuition is pulling you towards. And then you go down into the description box where there are timestamps and you click on, the timestamp that's next to the card that you chose. And then you will have your messages there. And like I said, the messages will be what blessings will be coming your way. I just figured we as a collective need this reading because it's just been a lot of heavy, intense energy. And I just figured this would be something, positive, give you something to look forward to. And also, for those of you who have been subscribed for a while, you know that I used to do extended readings to go along with my tarot readings. So basically I would put, my tarot reading on YouTube and then, you could pay for the extended video if you wanted to get more in-depth information. So I actually did that. I'm recording this intro after I already filmed the readings. So when you listen to the actual readings, you'll hear me say if you want to purchase the extended, then the link will be in the description. But I actually decided that I'm just going to make the extended videos free because it's just been a long day. It's been a very rough day. It's been a rough week, actually, a rough couple of weeks, actually. So I'm assuming that some of you who are in my soul tribe, probably most likely we're going through very similar situations. And so I just figured I would make the extended free. We love free things. Free things make people happy. So I just decided on top of, you hearing about what blessings are coming your way, free extended video just to, sprinkle some more positivity on there to help us all feel better. So once you listen to your messages, depending on whatever pile you picked, you can go into the description box and you can click on the extended video that goes along with, the card number that you pulled. And then it will direct you to, the extended video so you can get more in-depth information. And like I said, it will be free. So take a second, pause the video if you need to, just so you can look at the screen and you can look at the cards and just see which one calls to you the most, purely using your intuition. Don't think about it too hard. If you have to, take a few minutes to meditate first to see what card your intuition is pulling you towards, go ahead and do that. And just head over to the timestamp and you should receive your messages about the blessings that are headed your way. Okay, group number one. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first card that I pulled is the Feather card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. So this card says, think first before you judge. So the way that I'm reading this is that for those of you who have been wishing for a group of very loving, supportive, non-judgmental, trustworthy friends, it looks like you are about to manifest them into your life. It's looking like they are on their way to you, especially for those of you who you might have felt like an outcast for a large portion of your life. You might have different interests than other people, maybe a different sense of humor than other people, and just overall you feel like you just don't fit, sort of feeling like an alien at times. And there could be a lot of Aquarians in this group actually, because this sounds like an Aquarius thing. Doesn't have to be though, but it definitely sounds Aquarius to me. But like I said, for those of you who have felt outcasted or who felt like you just have not been able to find, your soul tribe, your group that really understands you, that really clicks with you, that you don't have to worry about them stabbing you in the back or anything like that. They're about to come into your life is what I'm seeing. So with the Six of Cups also being here, the Six of Cups card, I read that as a past life card. It could also just mean the past, but I'm picking up past life energy from this card. So these friends, they could be from a past life, but in a good way because the Six of Cups is upright. And I say in a good way because sometimes when people hear past life people coming back into their life, they automatically think, oh, we had a negative past life and this lifetime, it's probably going to be negative again. There's lessons that we need to learn, but that's not always true. Your soul tribe can reincarnate with you and you can have good past lives with them, and then they can reincarnate again, and then you can have, more good lives with them moving forward. So it doesn't always have to be like a karmic thing where it's like, oh, you did each other wrong, now you're going to do each other wrong again and then resolve it. It's not always that. Some members of your soul tribe actually reincarnate here specifically with the intention of supporting and uplifting each other. So it doesn't have to be anything negative. I also am reading this card as, you'll feel safe enough to allow your inner child out to play, because when you're around people who you feel like don't understand you, you feel like they are not trustworthy and things of that sort, or you feel like they're judgmental, things like that, you're not going to let your inner child out around them. You're going to kind of have somewhat of a guard up. It's going to be more of like I guess you could say, serious connection, far less playful when you don't feel comfortable in it, right? So for the group of friends that you are manifesting that are coming into your life that I'm sensing in this reading, you'll feel safe enough to let your inner child out to play. You'll be able to be silly with them. You'll be able to just overall have like a lighthearted, fun connection with them. So, this is definitely a beautiful thing. And it looks like these connections that you're going to make, it looks like they are long-term connections, because the Death card is here in the reverse. So the Death card in the upright means like connections that come to an end. Things that end and they're over and done with. It's like a permanent stop to whatever connection you're having. So with this being in the reverse, that means that these connections that you're manifesting are going to be long term. They're not going to be something that you have to worry about something abruptly happening and suddenly they're out of your life. And I'm hearing that a lot of you in this group, you have experienced that. Like you've experienced being in connections with people, like having friends or family or even like significant others who have just done something out of the blue or out of nowhere that kind of destroyed the connection, destroyed your trust, and it's like they kind of got dragged out of your life suddenly because of something that they did. And so that could be very traumatizing to lose people suddenly in that way, especially if there's like betrayal and things like that involved. So for some of you, you can have like a slight fear of that happening. You can have a slight fear of connections just abruptly ending. But it looks like that fear is going to be put to rest with the connections that you're going to be manifesting that are coming into your life. So it's definitely beautiful energy here. For those of you who are really into spirituality, I'm hearing that these friends will be very spiritual, or they'll have the same spiritual beliefs as you. For some of you, I'm hearing they'll have the same interests as in like books or movies or TV shows, something like that. You'll have like very similar interests, especially if you have, like I mentioned before, if you have unique interests that other people look at you weird for. Like, for example, I read tarot, and online that might not seem too weird, but as soon as you log off and you tell people that you read tarot, they kind of look at you crazy. That's what I mean by like having interests that are not necessarily normal, quote unquote, or that's not common. There we go. Having interests that aren't common. I feel like these people in your soul tribe that you're manifesting, they are indeed going to have the same interests as you. I'm seeing a lot of like cute things too, like dressing alike, taking pictures, very specific that's coming through. So for some of you, you could be like wishing for that. Like when you're on Instagram and you see a group of friends, coordinating with their clothes and they're taking cute pictures together, you could be thinking like, I wish I could have that, so it looks like you will be getting your wish. I want to pull some clarifier cards for this because I'm not really hearing too many more messages. Okay, occupation card, expectation card. Okay, so with the occupation card coming out in reverse, I'm seeing that this friendship, these connections is going to be very effortless. You won't feel like you have to jump through hoops to, be accepted by them. You won't have to feel like you need to change yourself to be accepted. Those groups of friends where it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, or if you've even seen this, if you've not experienced it personally, but there's like groups of friends where sometimes you have to like work to get in, almost like you have to look a certain way or act a certain way, or it's like you have to actually work to be accepted. And that's just, I don't understand how people function that way, because anyway, like I said, this group, you won't have to work to get in. Like, yes, you will have to build that bond. Of course, building a connection is important, slowly but surely building trust with each other. I guess you could kind of consider that work, but I think you get what I'm saying. It's like you wouldn't have to jump through hoops to be loved and be accepted into this group. It will be very effortless. They will accept you exactly for who you are. And I also do think that they are going to have the ability to kind of take you out of your head. Like if you're someone who overthinks a lot, or if you even overwork. So I'm hearing like workaholic as well, like for people who overwork and all you think about is work, or you're just always in your head about something, overthinking. They kind of get you out of your head because you have so much fun with them. It kind of helps you to escape from, all of those thoughts that you're having, whether it be work related or just overall life related, overthinking because life is just stressful as hell. These people will be able to get you out of that, pull you out of, that mindset, and kind of help you to escape it when you're around them and you're able to have a lot of fun with them. So, okay, the ambulance is going by. Hold on one second. I'll just take that as confirmation too. Whenever the ambulance rides by in the middle of a reading, I always pay attention to exactly what I just said before the ambulance came, because that's usually confirmation of what I'm saying. But anyway, moving on to the next card. The next clarifier card is Unexpected Income card in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like what this card is saying is that you can actually bring these friends in sooner if you sit down and write out your intentions. Like if you sit down and write out exactly what you want from these friends, or exactly the type of friend group that you want, I feel like the universe will bring it into you more quickly, because we can co-create with the universe. We can tell the universe, this is what I want, and the universe will conspire with us to bring it to us. So I feel like this is saying that you don't have to sit around and kind of wait for it. Like you don't have to sit and kind of be surprised and wait and see what happens. You can actually sit down and be very intentional and write, like, if you have like a little journal. I personally have a manifestation journal, but if you sit down and write out exactly what characteristics and traits that you would want in these friends, then like I said, you will co-conspire with the universe, and then you will manifest those friends into your life. And you can make it very specific, what it is that you would want. But I am also reading this as, when times are hard, when things do happen unexpectedly, because, that is life, these friends will be right there with you. You don't have to worry about them just like abandoning you. You don't have to worry about, I read all types of craziness. Like I was reading the other day about the percentage of husbands who leave their wives when they get sick, like when they have like cancer or terminal illness, and the numbers were just very staggering. And I'm just like, this is sad. And then there was people in the comments like, yeah, all of my friends deserted me when I had cancer. And it's just I just cannot believe that people actually do stuff like that. But luckily for you, these are friends who are not like that. So if life comes at you fast, which it usually does, because that's life, life, it be lifing, these friends, they will not leave you for dead. They will not leave you out to dry. They will be right there through all of your hardships, uplifting you. So again, this is very beautiful energy. If you fall on hard times, they have no problem lending you some money. Like these are friends that are really, really there till the end, like really ride or die friends. So with the expectation card being here as well, again, this is talking about some of you not having high expectations for people in general, because you just could have experienced a lot of loss, a lot of people, like I said, walking out of your life or betraying you, or just doing things that makes it impossible for you to even have a solid connection with them. And so I feel like the universe is going to be, surprising you somewhat, even though I said, be intentional and write down exactly what it is that you want in friendship. I do feel like there is this certain level of surprise that's there as well, because it's like you're writing these intentions down, but a part of you is still a little bit skeptical that, that friends like this exist. And I do think that the universe is going to be surprising you, and you're going to find that they actually do exist. So again, this is very beautiful energy. You will no longer have to lower your standards or lower your expectations. Like these are people who rise to the occasion, who who rise to the occasion, and they meet all of your expectations. They're not perfect, of course, no human being is, but I don't think that you require people to be perfect anyway. The energy that I'm getting from you is that you don't even ask for too much, and that's why it's very disappointing when people don't give it to you or when people fall short. So I don't feel like you expect perfection. I don't feel like you expect someone to never mess up, but you do require, basic respect and decency and loyalty, like things that are like, that's the bare minimum. But, people in your past, they may have made you feel like you were asking for too much, and as if like it's just not possible for anybody to meet your expectations. But I feel like this group of friends that are coming in, they are indeed going to meet your expectations. Like I said, the friendship is going to be very effortless. It's not going to be you jumping through hoops and you having to prove yourself and this, that, and the third. It's definitely not going to be that. So yeah, that's what I see for you. I see a happy, healthy group of friends that you are going to be with for a very, very long time. So it's a beautiful thing. Also, I am hearing that whenever you do get into arguments with these friends, and I think this is important, I'm hearing that this is very important for some of you to hear. When you get into arguments or confrontations or conflict with these friends, it will be resolved lovingly. For some of you, this may be for a specific few of you, you've had friendships or connections or family in the past that whenever there was conflict, you always had to worry about being completely discarded or abandoned, or you had to worry about them withdrawing their love from you completely, or you had to worry about them giving you the silent treatment or something like that, to the point where you just dreaded having any type of conflict with them because you knew it would end, either with them giving you the silent treatment, or it would end like in an explosive confrontation with them, withholding love for you, just a toxic way of resolving conflict, to the point where, they will make you feel unloved after the conflict, or after or during the conflict. And this friendship and this group of friends, I'm seeing here that even when you get into it, you resolve it lovingly. It doesn't get to the point where lines get crossed, to the point where there's now resentment and now the friendship is tainted. I just see like very loving conversation even during conflict, and things just getting resolved in a very loving way that brings the connection together even closer. So that is it, group number one. I was thinking about doing extendeds for this. You know what? I will do an extended. I haven't done extended readings in so long. I will do an extended, and I will pull more cards for you, and I'll actually do like a bonus blessing in the extended. So I'll get a little bit more into the friendship aspect in the extended, but then I'll also pull a bonus card for you for anything else that's coming into your life, any other luck or blessings that's coming to your life. Yeah, we can go ahead and do an extended. So if you want to purchase the extended, I will put it in the description box down below. Make sure you click on group one so that it's taking you to your specific extended reading. And if you don't want to watch the extended, then I will see you guys in the next video. And also you can feel free to watch another pile if you feel drawn towards another pile, because there may be messages in that pile or in that group for you as well. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the extended, or I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, group number two. So let's go ahead and dive into your reading and see what type of luck or blessings is coming into your life. So immediately the first card that came out was the Devil card. And do not panic, because a lot of people see the Devil card and they automatically think something bad. It's definitely not bad, or doesn't always have to be. The Devil card in tarot is representative of Capricorn energy. And when I think Capricorn in a positive way, I think about money. So what I'm seeing for you is that your financial situation is going to turn around. If you've been really stressed out about money, just having a hard time making ends meet, I see that doing a complete 180. And Capricorn is also about longevity, like long-term things. And so I feel like your financial situation is about to turn around for the better, and it's about to stay that way for a while. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, my finances turned around for the better, and then it took another unexpected wrong turn, and now I'm right back to struggling. No, I'm seeing like it's going to turn around and it's going to stay that way for a while. Like you're not going to have to worry about money for a while. And with the Sun card being here in the center, it looks like this money is going to be a result of some sort of talent that you may have. I'm getting a couple of messages for this. So I'm hearing that for some of you, you could be like an entrepreneur and you could have been struggling a lot with your business. Maybe you're not making as many sales as you would like, and that is about to turn around and you're about to make a lot of money from that. This could be about artists as well. Like I guess that would still fall under the umbrella as entrepreneur. Like if you're an artist, you create certain things that you sell. You're going to have like a surplus in sales, like randomly you're going to get a bunch of new customers or clients. I'm hearing that this is going to be specifically or especially for a lot of you who you might have been feeling very discouraged about the fact that you're not making any sales. I feel like things are going to turn around for you. Now, for those of you who are not entrepreneurs or you don't sell things, but you want to do that, I feel like this energy kind of applies to you too. It looks like the blessing that's coming in for you is going to be you finally having the means to start. Like you've been wanting to start a business, you've been wanting to start selling things online, but you haven't been able to for some reason. It's like you're finally going to get the means to start, whether that be like a loan coming through so you can finally start, or some sort of like assistance or some sort of guidance, something here that you were missing. Whatever it is that you were missing that was hindering you from starting, you're going to be starting. Whether it be, like I said, something physical coming in, like someone loaning you money to start your business, or something like you come across like a book of information that guides you on how to start and you finally feel comfortable enough to start because you now have this guide. Or you might find a mentor who helps you to start. You see what I'm saying? It's like something coming in that helps you to start something that is going to bring you a windfall of money, or that's going to help you financially. So I hope that's not confusing, because now I'm picking up energy from two different groups. I'm picking up energy from groups that are already like selling things, and you get like a surplus of customers, and then I'm getting from picking up a group that wants to start selling things or wants to be an entrepreneur, and you finally have the means or finally have the resources to actually start, and you're going to be very surprised at how successful you are going to become quite quickly. With the Emperor card being here in the reverse, the Emperor card in reverse to me talks about tapping into like the feminine energy, because the Emperor in the upright is your masculine energy. And I've mentioned this in the past that we all have feminine and masculine energy within us, right? And so our feminine energy is the side of us that's more creative, it's more emotional, it's more receptive. Like think about receiving things is the feminine energy, right? When we detach from the outcome and we just kind of wait for the universe to bring it in. It's like we've already put the work out, we've already set our intentions, we've already worked towards what we want, and now we have to sit back and kind of allow the universe to bring it in for us. I feel like that's kind of the energy that you're in, or the energy that you're needing to be in order to start receiving. If we have an imbalance of either masculine or feminine energy, it's hard for us to manifest, because if we are too much in our masculine energy, then we are like constantly on the go, we're constantly chasing, we're constantly pushing for something that we want. And while that can be seen as a good thing, there is also the feminine aspect of it. In order to complete the manifestation, you have to be able to detach and kind of sit back and have a certain level of trust in the universe after you've put in the work. It kind of reminds me of when I was building my YouTube channel. Yes, I was using my masculine energy to build it, meaning I was sitting down, writing out my videos, actually doing the physical work, like putting out the work physically, right? But then I had to kind of detach myself and not look at the numbers. Not stress about like, oh, how many people are watching, how many people are giving me a thumbs up, like how much am I making, with my YouTube AdSense. I had to kind of use my feminine energy to kind of step back, detach, and have faith that, a higher power is involved, and the higher power is going to, draw anyone to my videos that's meant to be drawn to them, and that I don't have to sit and stress and worry after I've already put the work out. I can detach myself from it and have faith. And that's being in your feminine energy. That's the receptive aspect of yourself. And that's when the universe brings those blessings into your life. So I feel like a lot of you, are tapping into your feminine energy, or needing to tap more into your feminine energy, and to kind of like detach more and have more trust in the universe after you have already, put in the work using your masculine energy. So yeah, it just looks like your finances are really about to turn around. For some of you, I'm hearing that this financial assistance, or these finances that are coming in, are a result of something that you've done in the past that you're being repaid for. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're not like an artist, you don't make things, you don't sell things, I do still feel like there is money coming in some way. It's going to be different for different people, but for example, my guides are showing me like somebody getting an unexpected bonus at work. It's something like that, where you've done something good in your past, and now karmically finances are going to come into your life, because Capricorn is also the sign associated with karma, because it's ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of karma. So yeah, it's like karmically, there could be some money that is coming into you. You've done something good in the past, or even in a past life. A lot of people don't really think about that, that like you doing good deeds in your past life can actually bring you just an abundance of luck in this lifetime, especially when it comes to finances. Like, let's say you were a very generous person in your past life, and you gave a lot of money away to people who were in need. That good karma can actually kind of boomerang and come back to you in this lifetime, where when you are in need, suddenly, a lot of people are willing to help you, or the universe is willing to help you financially. So that's what I'm seeing for your blessing that's coming in. It's definitely finance related, definitely money related. It's definitely sudden and very unexpected, especially for those of you who are entrepreneurs, or you sell things and things like that. You could have been feeling a little bit discouraged, and it's like I said, suddenly these customers come in. For those of you who just in general have just been feeling discouraged about finances, just things just come in for you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. Those are the blessings that are coming in. So it's very beautiful energy. I know all of us want to hear this type of information. All of us would be happy for us to have a financial turn, because, we are living in the real world. So we do need money to survive. So it's always a good thing to hear that, our finances are about to turn around. And not only that, but that in itself brings other blessings. It's like blessings stacked on top of that blessing, because when we are financially stable, it really impacts every other area of our life, right? Because it actually brings down our stress when we're not stressed out of our money. It brings down our stress level, which is good for our health. It also frees up, a lot of our energy, because we're not sitting there thinking and stressed out about our financial problems. So now it frees up a lot of our energy, to go and kind of enjoy life, or enjoy our day-to-day life, at least, where we're not bogged down by the thought of, where's my next paycheck going to come from? Where, am I going to be able to pay this bill or that bill? And, once the finances are there, it really does, change your quality of life. It lowers and reduces your stress. It also gives you time. Like I said, it kind of frees up your time to do more things that you enjoy. And that's why they say, like, when you look at, gosh, I don't want to make this video too long, but when you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs in psychology, the first level of the pyramid is your basic needs, like basically money, like food, shelter, things like that you need money to pay for. Those are your basic needs, and those need to be satisfied first before you can even start looking at the other tiers of the pyramid, which is like, being more creative, working towards self-mastery and self-actualization. It's very hard to do those things when you are hurting for money, right? So this financial blessing coming in, it's like other blessings that are going to come with it, because you're going to be free. It's going to free up a lot of your time and your energy to focus on, other areas of your life in which you're wanting to develop. So it's definitely a beautiful thing. I am also hearing that it's very important for you to pay attention right now to your intuition, because there are ideas that you are going to be getting as well. Like for some of you, there's ideas that are coming into you intuitively that's going to make you a lot of money in the future. So I feel like for some of you, that's the blessing that's coming in as well. It's like your guides, your angels, they are giving you specific info, like here's what's going to make you money. Like they're giving you ideas, and you're needing to take heed to them. Listen to your intuition, write down whatever ideas that you are getting right now, because like I said, they are going to end up making you a lot of money in the future. So that is it, group number 2. I did a extended for group one, so I'm going to go ahead and do an extended for you guys as well. I will leave the link to that in the description box if you want to purchase the extended. We're going to get more into, this financial situation that's coming in, and we're also going to pull another card to see your additional blessing that is coming in. So like a bonus blessing, I guess you could say. So yeah, I will see you guys over in the extended if you want to purchase. If not, I will see you in my next video. And if you feel if you feel at all drawn, oh my God, I can't talk. If you feel at all drawn to any other group or any other pile in this specific video, go ahead and watch it because there could be messages there for you as well. And like I said, if not, I'll see you in my next video, or I will see you over in the extended. Bye. Okay, group number 3. So let's go ahead and dive into your reading about your blessings or your good luck that's going to be coming in. And when I was pulling cards for you, I actually was guided to use a different deck from the deck that I used in the other 2 groups, which was kind of weird. I was like, okay, I was like, all right, this group is different. And I'm like, I wonder if this is like an Aquarius group. I wonder if there's like Aquarians in this group, because Aquarians are known to kind of stand out and be different from the rest. And it's so crazy because as soon as I said that and I was shuffling, I literally pulled the Aquarius card. Like if you look on the screen in the middle, the top middle card is the Aquarius card. So a lot of you could be Aquarians. Doesn't have to be that though. You could just be a very unique type of person. There's something like different about you. There's something that stands out about you. Okay. So in terms of your blessings that are coming in, first of all, what's interesting is that I'm hearing that you are going to be a blessing to other people, and in turn, the universe is going to bless you. So whatever it is that you are good at, or whatever it is you are gifted at in some way, I feel like you're being called to use that to bless other people, to help other people. And then you're going to start to see the universe just bring like an abundance of blessings into your life. Aquarius is the sign that's known to be like the humanitarian, to stand up for the greater good of, all people. If they see some sort of unfair treatment or some sort of injustice, Aquarians are usually the first one to kind of step in. So I do feel like you're being called to use like your gifts and your talents to help people who may be less fortunate, or who may need someone as like a guide for them, or who may need someone just to uplift them and help them to feel better. And this could be done in different ways. I mean, I'm an Aquarius, and so I can clearly use myself as an example. I do a lot of work with people who have childhood trauma and things like that. Like I make videos about it. I, tweet about certain tips and things like that. On how to overcome certain, past traumatic things. I have a Patreon where I give a bunch of information about overcoming past trauma and things like that. So you see, it's like that, like using your gifts and talents. I feel like my gift is just the gift of being able to understand people, just being able to really put myself in other people's shoes because of my own experiences. And I think that's why I'm able to give such good advice, but then also to give like, words of encouragement, because I've been through so much. So I feel like that in itself is a gift, my ability to kind of relate to people and the compassion. And so I kind of use that in order to help people who've been through the same things I've been through. You see what I'm saying? So whatever gifts that you have, no matter what it is, it can be useful to the collective. And again, I feel like that's what's going to bring your blessings in. And these blessings can be multiple things. It could be in the form of like finances, the universe taking care of you financially. It could be in the form of like certain people coming into your life that, are very supportive, or that like to uplift you. Things of that sort. This group is very different from the other 2 groups, because the other 2 groups were very straightforward. Like, the other groups, I'm not going to give away what was going on over there, because you might want to go and watch those after this. Like maybe you feel called to watch like another group after this, but I'm telling you, this is a very different type of reading because they have more specific blessings that are coming in. This group is more like it's coming through that you need to be the blessing, and then just a plethora of blessings is going to start coming in for you. So definitely take note of whatever your talent is, whatever you're naturally gifted at, and, write out, a list of ways that you can use it to help the collective. If you're good at even just drawing, like if you're good at drawing, posting your drawings online can actually make someone's day, can actually make someone feel better. Or maybe you'll connect with other artists who know how to draw as well, and you can build a mini community and be a support system for each other, things of that sort. It's like whatever you are talented and gifted at, it can be used for the good of the collective. Aquarius is also the sign that's associated with, like I said, the collective, the group. And so you might also, by putting your gifts and your talents out into the world, you might also find your tribe. You might find the people who you relate to, who you connect to, which is very difficult for Aquarius energy. Even if you're not an Aquarius, like I said, you could still have this Aquarius energy. It's very difficult to connect and relate sometimes as an Aquarius, because we are very outlandish, I guess you can say, kind of weird, different from most people. We have different interests from most people. Everybody knows Aquarius is like the alien, right? The weirdos of the zodiac, and very proud to be. But it can get kind of lonely, because it can be very difficult to connect with people because of this. Aquarians are kind of known to be outcasts at times. And so I feel like when you put your gifts and your talents out into the world, it might actually draw people to you that you can actually bond with and actually build a community with. And I feel like this is on a large scale. This isn't like, oh yeah, you're manifesting a small group of friends. To me, this feels bigger. Like this feels like maybe something online, like building like an online community, because you're putting your gifts and your talents out online. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like a very big group. It doesn't feel like, a small, maybe you meet 2 or 3 new friends. Like this feels like something really big to me, like building a social media following type community. You see what I'm saying? With the Queen of Cups card here and the Privileged Lady card here, again, because your heart is going to be in it, because you're using your gifts and your talents in order to help other people, and that in itself means that your heart is in it. Like I said, I feel like the universe is going to bless you with pretty much whatever it is that you want. The Privileged Lady card is like the card of being able to pretty much ask for what it is that you want and you get it. So it's like the universe kind of being, I don't want to say at your command, because that sounds very strange. That sounds a little weird to say the universe is at your command, but it's like whatever it is that you want, you're going to be able to get. It's like the universe is going to find a way for you to get it, make a way for you to get it, simply because you made the conscious decision to use your gifts and talents to help other people in a very heartfelt way. The Queen of Wands is here in the reverse. So to me, that means that you're not doing this in a way that's like for your ego, or you're not doing this for the attention, which is very Aquarius anyway. Aquarians tend to not do things strictly for attention or to be in the spotlight. A lot of Aquarians stray away from the spotlight. So this is basically just saying using your gifts and talents and putting it out into the world. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be acknowledged for your gifts and talents, right? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I think you get what I mean. Like you're not just doing it because you want to be seen or because you want to get that applause or those accolades. You do it because you genuinely feel for your audience. You genuinely feel for the people who are going to be using your gifts and talents. Like I said, I can use myself as an example because I'm an Aquarius. I tend to have like a blockage whenever my heart's not in it when I'm creating my videos. Like I have to actually sit and think about, okay, who is this video going to help? And I have to actually like be able to connect with that person in my mind emotionally, like in order for me to make an effective video that's actually going to help them. When I start to overthink, or when I start to like kind of get into this side of me that's like a perfectionist, like, no, the video has to look this way, it has to be this way. And it turns more into that than to thinking about like the other aspect of it, which is like the service and the compassionate aspect of it, like just really focusing on the person who's consuming it. Like when I'm in that headspace of not focus on the person who's consuming it, instead focus on perfection and things like that, that's when I don't put out my best work. So pretty much, this is getting rambling and confusing, I feel. Pretty much do it because your heart is in it. Utilize your gifts and talents because your heart is in it, not for the accolades, not for the applause. It's okay to want the respect and the acknowledgement for it, but let that not be your main reason. Do it because your heart's in it and you genuinely want to help and make a difference, and the universe is going to bless you as a result. Okay. I hope that wasn't confusing. I felt like we got a little bit rambly there towards the middle. With the wealthy man card being here again, this is just reiterating what I already said about you being able to have pretty much whatever it is that you want. Now the privileged lady card is here and the wealthy man card is here. So again, this is just, you're going to have a windfall of blessings and abundance, whatever that looks like for you. Some people see abundance as, you're going to manifest the love of your life and settle down and have children. People see abundance as you're going to become a multimillionaire. Some people see abundance as like you're just going to have enough money to live comfortably. Like whatever abundance looks like to you, the more you put your gifts and talents out to help people, the more those blessings are going to come into your life. And you're going to just be living a very abundant, prosperous life simply because you chose to be selfless and to use the gifts that God gave you to selflessly help other people. So very, very beautiful energy. I am going to do an extended on this. I'm not really getting any more info on this. This group is very different. Like I said, very, very different from the other group for sure. I also do feel like, this is going to be a boost to your confidence as well. So that could be like a additional blessing that comes with this. Like your confidence is going to be boosted through you using your gifts and talents to help other people. You're just going to feel like you've kind of found your place in the world. You found your purpose in the world. Aquarians are constantly looking for purpose. Even if you're not an Aquarius, like I said, I do feel Aquarius energy from you. So you could be someone who's constantly looking for your place in the world, constantly looking for your purpose. And when you take that step of using your gifts and talents to help other people, you finally feel like you are walking in your purpose, and that comes with a certain level of peace, contentment, and overall just feeling very confident about yourself and having something to look forward to every day as well, which I feel like is an underrated blessing. Like when you have something to look forward to, you have something that you're excited to get out of bed for every day, that's a blessing within itself, and I feel like you are going to be able to obtain that from putting your gifts and talents out into the world and helping other people in that way. So yeah, the community card is here in the reverse. Again, I feel like that's just reiterating what I said before about, some of you could feel like you've been outcasted a lot, that you haven't fit in anywhere. And finally, you are going to be fitting in. It's like you're going to be drawing your tribe to you strictly because you're putting yourself out there with your gifts and your talents. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that was helpful. Again, I know that this is very different from the other two groups. The other two groups was like very straightforward, like you're getting this blessing is coming in, and this is more like open-ended. This is more like whatever blessings look like to you. Like when you think about blessings or when you think about good luck, whatever comes to mind, you're gonna have it. But you're gonna have it after, like I said, you putting your gifts and talents out and helping other people. And it doesn't even, and honestly, don't think of it as like you have to start a YouTube channel or things like that. It doesn't even have to be that. You can also use your gifts and talents just out in the world. Like if you're a good listener, you can offer that to, maybe your friends and family, like, offer a listening ear, or, even when you're in like the supermarket and, you're making small talk, you'd be very surprised at how grateful some people are when you just listen to them. Like they're kind of rambling on, and if you just engage with them and listen to what they have to say, you'd be very surprised at how happy that makes people. I know that happened to me not too long ago. It wasn't in the grocery store making small talk, but it was basically I had a meeting with someone. It was supposed to be a very quick meeting, and it was a professional meeting, but they started to tell me some stuff about their personal life, which I didn't mind at all, because again, I do feel like I have the gift, quote unquote, of relating to people and being a good listener. So I didn't mind at all. They started opening up about their personal life, and you could just feel the relief coming off of them as I was listening to them. It's like they just felt so elated that they had someone to talk about this to, that they felt could finally understand them, So that's just what I mean. It's like you don't have to think about this as like, oh, you have to start a YouTube. I mean, you can if you want, definitely, but you can just use your gifts and talents just out in the world in general on a day-to-day basis to help people, and that energy will still boomerang, and it will still get you the blessings and the abundance that you are wanting, you know? So that is it. I'm going to do an extended video for this. This extended should be very interesting because, like I said, this seems like such an open-ended type of reading, and it's not specific like the other ones. So I'm interested to see what's going to come out in the extended. We're going to get a little bit more into, you know, your gifts, your talents, putting them out, especially for those of you who want to build like a social media following. Definitely going to get more into that, and then I'll pull an additional card for your additional blessing, like what other blessing is coming into your life. So the extended will be in the description box if you want to purchase it. If not, I will see you guys in my next video. And if you want to watch the other groups, like if you resonate or you feel drawn towards the other groups, there may be messages there for you as well. So either I will see you in my next video, or I will see you over in the other group, or I will see you over in the extended. And again, the link to that will be in the description box.